realized that the Prime Minister met with these gangs. And the jury was out as to whether or not he should or should not have engaged these gangs like that. But for me, Mr. Speaker, fine, you're taking a chance to go out on a limb, fine, we'll see if you can swim. But my problem is with that, Mr. H. And again, I'm very principled when it comes on these things. You meet with the gangs and try to, you know, get a truce or whatever. Then you're going to go and take a picture, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Speaker, with them to show the world that you've met with the gangs. But Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister ought to have stood up and said, listen, if you want to take a picture with the head of state, with the Prime Minister of this country, you have to take those masks off or come out the picture. There have to be some principled position, Mr. Speaker. Must be some principled position. This is just me. You don't have to agree. My position is, yes, you met with them. You want to take a picture for the nation, the world to know that at least there's some engagement, but you're not coming in my picture in no mask, no Prime Minister of no country standing up as the leader of any nation with anybody in no mask in there, because that's what we're trying to stamp out. You have to either come out or there'll be no picture. Again, Mr. Speaker, a lot of people think I'm weird. I'm a different thinker. I guess my father was a brainist, so I'm a different thinker when it comes to that, all right? So when it comes to that whole situation, Mr. Speaker, that's my position. Secondly, the Prime Minister ought not to feel that this is a photo op on the 4 E's and whatever and so on. Immediate engagement of social transformation and the arms of government that really can take the process to the next stage should have been engaged immediately so that that whole thing could be kickstarted. All right? That is just my view, Mr. Speaker. Because at the end of the day, social transformation has experts, technical people who will be able to deal with those situations in a particular way and move the process a next step forward. And Mr. Speaker, a next step forward in the sense that Prime Minister, myself, we don't have the expertise like some of these technical people, Mr. Speaker. We're not trained as technical people to deal with some of these issues in terms of how do you engage some of these gang members. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying he did. All I'm saying, the next step should have been, that is what I'm saying, right? Should have been engaging technicians from the different agencies, social transformation, etc., etc. All right? So, Mr. Speaker, with that said, with the amendments that I hope can be made to the bill, I have no problem whatsoever supporting it, none whatsoever, and hope that, again, we can be responsible in moving forward as a people